Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Falcons going up against the Raiders. A lot of uncertainty about the future home of the Raiders, but for today, their home is still Oakland, California. And that's where we'll find our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting... Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Return team. Automatic first down.
Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Tackle made by Perry Riley. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mario Edwards in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Coleman now. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. Leading them out is a guy who's been a Raider starter since day one. In his third season now, it's Derek Carr.
And the Raiders believed in him enough to select him, so we knew that they liked him. But after they watched him play as a rookie, they realized they had their quarterback, and they wanted to build around him. Remember last year they drafted Amari Cooper to get him a #1 receiver, and they fortified the offensive line to make sure they could protect him. They know they have their #1 guy for a while, and they wanted to continue that way.
Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
That was second down run for Murray. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot receivers.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Murray. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Now the rookie from Southern Miss, it's Jalen Richard. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
All right, here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Tackle made there by Phillip Wheeler.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. Play clock winding down. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So it shifts past him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons under their 2nd-year head coach, Dan Quinn. They'll be led out by a man in his 9th year already out of Boston College. It's Matt Ryan.
And there's no way that Matt Ryan is ultimately happy about what happened in 2015. His lowest touchdown total since his rookie season. He's rededicated and looking for a bounce-back season.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
There we go. That is what we love to see. Mack coming in from the blind side.
He buries him for a loss of 10.
Man, how did Ryan hold on to that one?
They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
All right, 2nd and 20. Awesome. Okay, now Mack's on the other side now.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan.
No pressure. That's what happens when you give no pressure on Matt Ryan. Picks you apart.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Already in field goal range.
Here's Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Okay, even though Coleman is a great back, complements Freeman very well, because Freeman is out, they don't have that mix that has really powered the Falcon offense. So even though Coleman is a solid back, we still have a huge advantage with Freeman out. And so far we're seeing that.
Play action. It's Ryan.
Nice. Nice.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Awesome.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude.
Great move off the edge.
To say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Press coverage.
On 3rd down, Ryan drops it
Oh,
off for
nice.
Coleman.
Oh, nice open field tackle. Oh, that was beautiful.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Good deal. All right, that's a win. That's a win.
Having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant.
25, 35, 42-yarder.
It's a 42-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
So in terms of the franchise, we did start 24th in the league at the start of preseason, moved up to 22 at the beginning of the regular season, and moved up 2 spots with the win over New Orleans. So we're sitting right now at 20th in the league. We do have a new stadium being constructed,
Falcons defense getting set to go again. And last time out,
and we are going to stay in Oakland. I look at possibilities of moving the franchise to Las Vegas, which I still believe is a ploy to get a new stadium done in Oakland. But Vegas wasn't an option, and any place else, you couldn't keep the name or the team colors. So fuck that, right?
You're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? They come out here in the I. Throwing now is Carr.
Wow.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
The right defensive end had a great swim move.
And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his Carr on third down.
Threw it away.
He'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raiders' defense getting ready. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying
50-plus yard punt. Nice.
And these are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball
love that
carrier,
sack.
the receiver,
I don't want to.
and then taking that shot. It is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
Edwards, what a move. Oh, that was awesome. That's why we moved him inside from defensive end to defensive tackle. Swung Smith down to the line. He's got great block shedding ability.
He had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming.
Oh, God, it's huge. First down run, blowing things up in the backfield, that sets the tone.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here.
Even at just a 1-yard loss, it really sets the tone. Now we've got Mack up on top. Oh, we go. Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Set to Julio.
So a field goal apiece, that's all we have here in this first quarter. 3-3 our score. And we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2.
This is key. We can shut them down here, get off the field. Will be great field position. Oh, what pressure. Oh, dude. Please don't be. Oh, thank God. I thought for sure they're going to call roughing the passer on there. We had 2 huge hits. Decline it, get the field, get the punting team out there. Awesome. If Jones can get a decent return, we should be right around the 40-45.
Boy, it's another boomer.
Shit. What a punt.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Carr.
Howard.
This one incomplete.
Howard sucked at pass protection.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough,
13 yards passing.
Yeah, he's being hurried. He got rid of it.
The offense is just sucking.
Incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr.
Howard held his own. Nice first down, Murray.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, Carr's got 26 yards passing on 4 completions. That's pathetic. Oh my God.
That's why sometimes you swing it out to your
runner, 6 yards of completion
in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder
rolled
why
right
they
into
use
him.
play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Time running out here on the play clock. Carr now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta
wasn't even close
out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the drive
what a
starts
haul.
with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they
nice.
put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Wow.
This is Coleman, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long,
Mack was
really
completely
nice
taken out.
Has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And a gain there of 11 yards.
Defense is starting to get shredded big time on the ground.
It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage.
Not looking good.
Attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
How wide Mack's lined up.
Out of the gun and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
Shed that block and just knife it through. That's what we want to see. That.
But we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile.
We can hold him to a field goal. That was the play. There we go. Awesome. False start, pushes him back. That may push him out of makeable field goal range.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down.
Come on, Mac. Here we go.
It's caught.
There we go. Okay, awesome.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play clock winding down. They'll give it to him right.
Oh, dude, what a hit.
For a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just
so if we can convert here, what's important is going down, getting a score, and then we get the ball to open the second half. Threw it away. 5 of 8 for 34 yards in the first half.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and
no
they just continued
kidding.
there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Come on, die, yes.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10.
That should have been a touchback.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
Smith
run your offense,
blew that one up.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Looking good. 3rd and long. 2 minutes. Hold them here. Get the ball back. Decent field position. At least be able to tie it before the half and then get the ball back.
Highlights and analysis of this first half.
To start the second half.
Defensive highlights that we will see.
Man, Julio Jones has been silent.
And none whatsoever. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle.
Perfect.
Now whistles
nice.
And the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout.
Timeout called.
First, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards an attempt by Carr.
A little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as
unreal.
Safety valves.
Dude, forcing the ball. God.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good
oh my God.
or bad for your team.
And now a timeout
Punt
defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing now, Ryan on first.
There we go. Smith, great move.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got
quick inside move, right in there.
Offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Is there a 3rd sack?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to its 20.
Really? Falcons call a timeout?
Hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They will run again with Coleman.
Nice. Now the Raiders call a timeout.
There, a nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
What a punt.
Here's Jones. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Very aggressive.
I think we'll find out just how much
extremely
they
aggressive
in this situation if they decide
really
to
a
take
screen pass.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across
it doesn't get out of bounds
before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Here we go.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Carr.
Nice.
Holmes has got it complete.
Out of bounds.
He got 29 yards that time.
Oh. Okay. Field goal.
Really good job by
Let's
the
tie
offense
it.
there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save
What
some
a
time,
what a laser.
that's a nice move.
One-hander again.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first.
That was
this
beautiful.
One from 40 yards out. Oh, they get to the football.
Shit.
It's blocked. It's
Oh my God.
Giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, the 20.
Come on, get him. Oh my God, yes.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals
fuck.
at the break. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Raiders haven't been able to find the same rhythm they had a week ago. The Falcons have to be commended for playing a really good first half. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Here early in the first, Edwards has got the sack here. This will go as a loss of 10. Falcons with the ball midway through 1. Max got the sack here. This will go as a loss of 10. Raiders have it late in the first half. Holmes has got the catch here on the quick pass, and that connection will lead to a gain of 29 yards. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Cook with the play of the game. That would have sucked having that return for 6.
This will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that
last week the spur was a huge 63-yard bomb to Cooper.
Clean up some things because there's a reason you're
Man,
down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive,
just not
stay
getting the
up with
running
this
game
team.
going
We're just
at all.
the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the play clock's running down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good
That's
for
Holton.
7.
Yep.
It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
Cooper's had, what, 1 catch the entire game? That was, what, the opening drive?
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
Protection's good. Dude.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways
held the ball way too long.
Uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Holmes was open.
Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. Time running out here on the play clock. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring.
That Dan Williams.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run just not there.
Defense is giving up just 105 yards. The defense is doing its job. The offense just can't do jack shit.
It's pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield. Really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening. Not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
34.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down,
Ryan picked it apart.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down, Ryan.
Wow,
and
nice tackle.
Over the middle.
Good job, Joseph.
Is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a handoff is
come on. Nope.
And he's got the 1st down as
they
he's
had
up
it
to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Had the penetration.
One partner, no need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
That was all Haney. He had to fill that gap more aggressively.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's
missed tackle by Smith.
He won't go down. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Falcons are going to get a 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a handoff looking
there we go.
And he will lose yards.
Now Haney comes through.
34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now Ryan on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice
total yards, and we're midway through the third. Oh, shit. This offense should be doing 400 yards a game.
He keeps making plays.
On third down, Ryan.
Oh, my God. He drop it? Yes. All right.
Incomplete.
Field goal attempt.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And Julio Jones has been a complete non-factor, which is
it'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard
huge shock.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. Here's Murray.
Oh, beautiful. Nice spin. All right, please, let's hope that spurs this offense.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because it...
And now the ball's out.
Oh, my God.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, Derek Carr's a terrific player and had a really excellent rookie season in 2015, but he did cough it up 10 times. That's something he's got to continue to work on because he just gave up another one there.
Yeah, sometimes exciting players, though, there's a little risk-reward there with a guy like Carr.
Yeah, but you know what his backup is saying right now? Connor Cook's saying, hey, coach, I'll take care of the ball a little bit.
The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And a field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football because offenses are so tuned up and usually have the ability to strike almost at will that when you're only giving up 3, you feel like it's almost like basketball. You're trading, right? I give up 3 on my end. I'm counting my offense to get 6 on the other, and that is a win.
There's Julio.
It's a win for the kicker, too, I guess, if he makes the field goal, right?
No doubt about it. He feels good about things, but his team feels like they settled.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On second down, here's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So completion on second down. That brings up third. They come out here in the eye. Ryan now off the bootleg. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it.
A fake field goal. Okay.
To move the chains with a surprise.
We'll take it.
Turnover on downs. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp,
4 wides, awesome.
Ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make
Oh my God.
And it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Dude, Carr's just sucking it up.
The 22-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. That's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for